2. Welcome to week 9, Bone Storm. It's getting almost that time, sports fans. Playoffs around the corner, Kev. Are you
It's around
excited?
the corner, but I'll see in a minute. But it still appears like it's anybody's league.
Absolutely. I
But
would
let's
say,
get to it. Show me your pictures.
okay, I will, but let me ask, while I'm showing you the picture, let me ask you a question. You can comment on this. Here is my question for ye, sir. Can you remember a year where we have had closer division totals than this year? Because I
No.
cannot, friend.
No.
Isn't that
No,
crazy?
it's never been this tight, this late, and
Yes.
this similar across the board.
Agree. I was talking to my mom today, and I said, normally by this time in the season, there's at least one, if not two teams that are not statistically eliminated, but darn near close. And it's like they're just playing for pride. There's no way they're
Right.
probably going to make it. It's over. This time, everybody, even the lowest person, can beat or tie or get into it if they can win out. So it's not over, everybody. Stay with it.
Okay, again, Christian McCaffrey is the MVP of the league, bar none, and yet the best he warrants, even after a monster 40 or whatever, is this little picture. Now, let me guess, which one of these players belong to you?
The top left, jerk face.
That's it?
That's it. Nobody else. Now, let me explain to you why I did that. There is a method to my madness. The method is, yes, Christian McCaffrey is awesome. Probably the MVP. Might be the highest scorer all year. Awesome.
Yes.
Who had 50 points as a quarterback this week? Russell Wilson. He gets better billing than your guy.
This is every week.
Who beat the Patriots? The only team that was, to take it back, one of the two unbeaten teams, Lamar Jackson. He gets a big one. That's why.
Christian McCaffrey is smaller than this Charger guy.
Oh, that was just a fun picture. Melvin Gordon jumping over somebody's head.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's also small because you lost. If you would have won, I might have given him bigger props.
It wasn't because of Christian McCaffrey. That's for sure.
Nothing. Good day, sir.
All right. Next slide.
First game, it's ours.
Oh, gosh. This is a game that I cannot seem to win. Year after year, I don't know what I'm doing. I put up a decent score. McCaffrey put up a great score, but I still wasn't able to close that last 30 points. I needed, I think, like 40 points out of Randall Cobb on that game, and it just did not happen. Matt beat me soundly by 30 points, 164 to 134. We are both now 4-5.
Absolutely.
We both now have losing records.
Absolutely. Now, let me tell you a little bit of two words that made all the difference this week: in-season management. That's right. In-season management. To have the foresight for Jalen Samuels, 19 points when Connor goes down. Boom! To put Kirk Cousins in a winning position, even after a crappy last week. I didn't bail out on him and jump to Matt Moore's train. I stayed with Kirk, 27 points.
Good thing you did. Good thing you did.
I'm still pissed at Christian Kirk for 3.6 and Deontay Johnson for 1.5, but it doesn't matter because all I needed was the win. That was it. When I saw Christian McCaffrey put that 40, I was like, you got to be kidding me. It was just downhill. And the Bills 16, I'm like, this ain't working. And then slowly, Kenny Golladay kept moving up. And then my man Tyler Lockett, who a lot of you in history laughed out loud when I picked him as my first wide receiver in the entire draft. Who? Tyler Lockett. Laugh it up now, pal.
I'm still laughing about that.
Whatever. All right. You also laughed at Austin Eckler, and he's still like one of the top 10 running backs, even with stupid Melvin Gordon taking all his points now. All right. Next game. People are bored with our game. Who's up next?
Unfortunately for me, I'm very happy for the great Cornholio, but I'm sad for myself and Kat because we both could have benefited from that flipping. He is in my division, but he takes down his daughter, and they too are tied, not at 4-5. They are on the plus side of it. They're both 5-4. 135 for the great Cornholio against 119 for the Wild Poopers.
Nice win, Jason. Yes, and actually this helped me too. As much as I love Kat, I love to see her lose more when she's in my division because I am still third place. But that helped me stay one game
Yeah.
back versus two
Yeah.
games back. So yeah, tough game. Gardner Minshew and London. Boy, Jacksonville and London do not match up well. He played a horrible game if you saw any of that monstrosity early Sunday morning. Dalvin Cook had a decent day against Kansas City. Melvin Gordon, you snake in the grass with 25 points. Get out of my way. Mohamed Sanu, I think he plays a little bit better on the Pats than he did on the Atlanta Falcons. 24 points, very nice. Unfortunately, not enough to take down Aaron Rodgers, finally looking like Aaron Rodgers. Or excuse me, not Aaron Rodgers looking like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers losing to the Chargers, which no one saw, but he still garnered 14
Get
points.
your story straight.
It's hard. I forgot the highlighting again. I got to get used to the highlighting. Derrick Henry.
41 points deserves much more than a postage stamp sized picture on the front page.
Okay.
It's personal. Next game.
Okay. No, next game. I guess we're moving on. Next game.
Mac, be your daddy. This game scared me. This game I thought was going to be a shootout. It kind of was, but very similar to our game. 30-point difference. Mac, be your daddy, Mustangs. He does lose. He is in my division. That will help me a little bit. But shit show, very unlike his team name, his team is a powerhouse.
Yes, absolutely powerhouse. I did laugh when I got a personal text from Mr. Clemens about the Monday night game going in. He's like, I need Saquon and Amari to get hurt. But then he stopped. He goes, actually, I take that back. Not get hurt, just stub their toe on the way onto the field so neither of them can play. And then I just had to watch both of them just tear it up. Well,
did you yell at him like you yelled at me?
I did. I was about to, but then he was smart to correct himself like in less than a minute to say, I didn't mean that. I said, see, exactly. Congrats to Greg with Lamar Jackson beating your team. That's got to be conflicting. I mean, you're happy in fantasy, but he just took Tom Brady and smashed his face into the ground with that 30 points. Very nice from the Dallas Cowboys, 26 against those hapless Giants. Even 16 from my kicker, Chris Boswell. I mean, my team's kicker, I should say. Whereas Port Clemens, 38 points from Jimmy G. He had to be feeling good after Thursday night. He's thinking, this is awesome. Tyreek Hill, 28.5. Did you watch any of the games on Sunday?
Yeah.
Did you see the Kansas City game?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
What?
It's Kansas City versus the Vikings.
Okay.
Did you see the game?
I honestly can't remember which game I saw, but I did see the game.
I hate you so much. There was a play that displayed what is ridiculous and almost not fair speed. There's a play where Damian Williams, the running back of Kansas City, gets the ball, and he cuts one way, breaks past, gets past the safety of the Vikings, and he is gone, right? He is going, but there's a guy from the side trying to get the angle and close on him, right? But you think he's still going to make it. Tyreek Hill, not even in the play. As soon as he sees he's gone, Tyreek catches up to him, goes in front of his own guy, and then kind of helps him in the end zone. I'm like, do you believe that speed? I mean, he just like some video game just caught him, and he's like, I'll slow down just because of you. I'm like, that is insane. No wonder that guy's so good. He has unreal speed, man. It was awesome.
Is that why he got a big picture?
Yes, that play alone, I'm like, oh my gosh. Every time I replay it, I'm like, look at that. That is like, how is this happening? It was like the coolest play. Anyhow, all right, that's that game. Congrats, Mr. Greg. What is that?
That's how many touchdowns McCaffrey had.
Okay. That's what you had lost in the entire thing. Go on.
Okay, next up, we got the gentleman for quarterlies. Let me go to that game, who I'm not proud to say how she managed her team this week. Harry, if you're watching this video, come on.
What?
She did not set a full lineup. She did not pick up replacement people.
Oh.
I totally agree that she had a tough week, and maybe it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know. But
it's 30 points. It would have definitely mattered. It's a running back, for crying out loud.
I don't know what to say, but she lost. Your actions have consequences. In this case, your inaction had consequences. 135 to 106.5. Lacey Stratus gets their third win. Terry now falls to 2-7. If there's a team in jeopardy right now, that's the team.
That's true. But again, not out of it. But let's look at the tail of the tape here. All you need to do, and this is going to make Mama so mad, there's going to be steam coming out of her ears. So she picks up Chase Edmonds in Arizona. He has a great day, then gets injured. He's out that week. They grab the guy from the Dolphins, Kenyon Drake, who your sister drafted. So he plays 30.2 on her bench. She would have won the game with that because she was already at 106. That's all you needed. Forget the kicker. You just need to move the guy off your bench and you win.
I know.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful.
I
Next
know.
up. Next
All right,
up.
sorry. Okay.
Talk to your sister.
Absolute heartbreaker. And I cannot believe this. Poor
Woo,
Dawn
woo.
loses for the second week in a row by a total of less than 1. That is brutal. That means a field goal would put her way over the top on both games. She would have won them both with that extra score. And just falls short again. She loses to Space Herpes, who improves to 6-3. Maybe doesn't deserve that 6th win, but unfortunately, it's who you play. He scored enough to take down to 4-5. He again 6-3.
And again, this one goes back to the tail of tape. Hello, Preston Williams on your bench, 25 points. Hello, Sterling Shepard, 0.0, Mr. Blutarski.
Now, I will say, because I live here, I see some of the stuff.
Please tell me how she thought that Sterling Shepard was going to be the man.
I'll tell you.
Please.
So she was looking all week, and it kept saying he's going to play, he's going to score points. And he was projected to score more than the other guy, right?
Wow.
He did that till the night before. Same thing.
Wait
right?
a minute. I see. Wait, hold on. Stop the tape. The projection's 0. Was he out that day? Okay, sorry, you're getting to that. Okay, sorry. Check that.
So she leaves it. She and I are in the garage talking to our neighbor Sunday morning. She gets a buzz on her watch, and it says, update on players. She races inside. It says another guy. She goes to switch him out. Not enough time.
Okay, but wait. Hold the phone again. She had Preston Williams on her bench. She could have just moved him in.
That's what I'm saying. The game's has already started. It wouldn't let her move him back in.
Oh, you mean he'd already played. Okay. Then that's absolved. Got it. No problem. Okay.
So
because he didn't play till that night. Till Monday. So, yeah, that's a tough case. I got you. Okay. But wait a minute. Are you telling me he wasn't even questionable?
No. He had points. No, he might have been questionable. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. All I'm saying is that you need to monitor all your players. If they got a queue by them, keep an eye on them and maybe don't leave them in because you got to make that decision because if you don't have them.
That being said, they are overly cautious with this. I will tell you that the last 3 games has had Christian McCaffrey as questionable.
I get that. I get it. I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Enough about that. We're taking too long. Let's get to more games.
Okay.
Oh, God. Poor Todd. Why can't you guys against me, Todd, you toe stepper?
Okay, this is a tough one. The Braille Bombers put almost a 200 on there.
Doubled his score.
To Todd's 95. Now, I feel bad for Todd. He's had a rough year. It's some tough games, some tough matchups. This one didn't help him any. But I give him credit for hanging in there. But it's a tough one. Again, though, he's still 4-5. He's still just as good as over half the teams out there. So it ain't over. But the Braille Bombers put another one in their win column. They are at 6-3. A couple of teams at 6-3. I don't think anybody's better than that. Looking. Yeah, no, nobody's better than 6-3. And most of the worst teams are 4-5, except for poor Terry, who's at 2-7. Oh, and the Lisi Stratus.
We're gonna get to that, dude. Don't read ahead, damn you.
Sorry, I'm adding color.
No, a little bit's fine, but you go too far. Much like in bedroom.
You go too far.
You go too far in the bedroom. Okay, so on to the scoring here. Yes, tough for Todd. He had a couple of bright spots with DeAndre Hopkins and Josh Allen. The rest of his team, not so great. Mama had steady Eddie scores for most of them, but the big man, Russell Wilson, had an overtime win against Tampa Bay, 53.2. That is impressive. Congrats to Mama. And 16 from her kicker. Not that you need another 16 on top of that. Very nice. Now you can talk about the standings.
Okay, here we go. Brockway, let's start it there. Alone at the top, we have the Shit Show at 6-3, Wild Poopers at 5-4, and the Stonecutters at 4-5. Each person is a game back, so that's exciting. Ogdenville, very interesting. Not a winning record in the division. Malibu Stacy's still on top after 2 or 3 losses in a row at 4-5. Why? They also have the Punishment Due, who's at 4-5, and the Lisi Stratus ends up winning a divisional game, but still that only brings her to 3-6.
Yep.
So she is still in last place. North Haverbrook, two-way tie at the top, and only one game back is myself in third. You got the Daddy Mustangs and Cornholio both at 5-4. At least we got some winning now in our division. And you got myself less than 500 at 4-5. Finally, we have Springfield. We have Space Herpes and Braille Bombers now both tied for the first spot in a league tying high of 6 wins to 3 losses. And the 4 Quarterlies are now 4 games out of first or second at 2-7.
Yep. So again, we are still statistically open. If Space Herpes and Braille Bombers lose the next 4 and your sister wins the next 4, she is tied and then it'll go down to points. But I'm saying it's not over yet, right? Nothing. It all comes down to this 1 week. So Terry, please, I'm begging you, put a lineup in. Put a lineup in and make it competitive. Otherwise, then it's not anything. All right, so let's move on to the free agent auction today. Pretty boring out there on the wire. Nothing over $7. The Ravens, slow clap for Todd getting the Ravens for $7. Gerald Everett was nabbed by Mr. Joseph over the great Cornholio, who was $1 short. Nick Foles, welcome back to the league. Big Nick for Jacksonville, since he's going to be taking over for Gardner Minshew. Let's see if he can do better. And then I picked up a different kicker, because stupidly I let go Jake Elliott. Not that he was a stud, but if you look at what he scored last week versus my guy, miss, he'll hit 2 towards the end. That was disgusting. Although Jason did make a funny point. You actually research kickers? That made me laugh. So
hey, can we go back a slide? I know it's going to add time to the video, but I think it's important. Can I share something that I learned about this process last week?
Sure.
Matthew shows a lot of activity on these free agent bids processed. Every single week he's been on there. He's yet to miss one. However, something that I learned, which is completely over the top, Matt puts in way more pickups than are ever shown on this list, because the only thing that shows on this list are the trades that actually go through, because he will sometimes have the same player in multiple trades.
Yes.
He's out of control. He needs to be stopped. I'm looking for somebody there in town to lead an intervention. I cannot do it from here. Please, he needs help.
You know, if I do 3, it's a sad day. If I back it up with 5 options, then I'm feeling pretty good about that. But I like to have backups upon backups, because I am a desperate man in desperate times. I am not in the driver's seat. I need to eke into playoffs just to have a chance at this nonsense.
Yeah.
So color me crazy.
Let's okay.
The first game of next
it's
week.
a tall order. I don't deny it. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try to take down maybe the league's best shit show, who's at 6-3, first in his division. I'm in last, but I'm going to give it my all. I have made some, not some pickups, but some changes to my lineup. There also might be whisperings of a trade this week.
Oh, snap!
Now, see, it's not going to be a league breaker, but it might improve my quarterback situation, might include somebody else's running back situation. We shall see. But as of right now, it shows me losing, which is a safe bet if you're putting money on it. 166. Ooh, number of the beast there. 666 against Camp Krusty's 147.
Well, I'm praying for you against the devil that is Greg. We really need you to beat him. Both Kat and I are invested. So Kat and I will be rooting you on this week. We are in Team Kev. Go Kev.
I can use all the help I can get.
Unfortunately, you got Lamar Jackson going up against Cincinnati. My God, if there's not a better matchup.
Yeah, that's great.
Although I would have said the same thing about Lamar Jackson is Cleveland, and they lost there. So who knows? Anything can happen. That's why they play the game, right? You got Christian McCaffrey, who, again, questionable, but if he plays, is the best player out there right now, so that would be good for you. And then we'll see what happens with your trade. I did see that Todd was active, at least on the message board, telling different people to look at trades. So he was pushing stuff out there. He was throwing his line. I don't know if he got any hooks, though.
Okay, that'll be interesting. Okay, we got, oh gosh, look at this. We have somebody who needs a lot of work. Kat, put down the books, bring up the internet, get this lineup set up. It's only got you at 88.2 right now, yet you are tied with your opponent, and selfishly, I need you to beat him. Sorry, Kev, nothing personal. Mac be your daddy, scheduled to dominate, but it's early. 146 against Kat. They're both 5-4.
And she's missing 4 players, so it's not really a great projected
Yeah.
total. We'll know more later. And interestingly enough, I'm exactly the opposite of Kevin. I'm pulling for Mr. Clemens because Kat, love you, but I need you to lose. I need to get back into at least the second spot. So it's going to be a good game. I think what everybody is looking forward to in the league is that Monday night game, San Francisco versus the Seahawks. That is going to be a great game. We're going to see who's going to come out.
Yeah.
That's going to be an awesome Monday night game. Jimmy G versus Russell Wilson. And there's a lot of players that Kev's got on San Francisco. He's got Jimmy Garoppolo. He's got Tevin Coleman. He's got the Niners defense. He is heavily invested. That should be interesting. She's got Gardner Minshew, who's just been benched for Nick Foles, so I don't know what she's going to be there. She does have a resurgent Melvin Gordon, a great Dalvin Cook, and she has been known to stack some points. So I'm sure she'll recover and get this up to date, and she'll be in at least a better position than what they're showing here. So good luck to both teams, but go Clemens. Next up.
Okay, and just to add one more thing on that, if you would have told me that San Francisco would be undefeated going through week 9, I'd have been, are you insane?
That's what I was telling my mom. I'm like, you know what? If I would have had to pick one game on the Monday Night Football schedule that I didn't care about, it would have been this one. Now I'm like, I can't wait for Monday night. It's going to be a great game.
All right, moving on. We've got the Malibu Stacies at 4-5 going against Terry, who desperately needs a win. Lots of empty slots on this page, so it's still too early to tell. I seriously doubt Terry's going to start a team with projected 67, but we shall see. I'm going to text her and make sure she knows. But a battle of sisters.
No, it's going to be great. As you're texting Terry, I'm going to see a video of Dawn right up behind you and smacking the phone at you. Like, did you shut your mouth until I win? Then you tell her.
Dawn needs to win too to hold her spot. Yeah.
Also, tell your wife I texted her and she hasn't gotten back to me. I know that phone works with her, so you ask her why she's not responding to my love notes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Good luck to both teams.
Talk about this one or go to the next one. Okay, punishment due. Another team that could use a win going against Space Herpes, who with 6-3 maybe needs to be taken down a notch, but the projectors, whatever you want to call them, still like Space Herpes over the punishment due, 144 to about 119. I'm pulling for. I love Joe. No issues with anybody, but I would like to see punishment due get a win.
Because they're due.
Climb the ladder there in his division. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. That's for sure. Mr. Joseph is looking at Kyler Murray, who has had some ups and downs, but lately he's had some pretty darn good scores in his scrambling around. He's looking for New Orleans to come back and be strong for him. He's looking for L.A., but L.A.'s got to face that tough Steeler defense. That's right, L.A. The Steelers are going to be taking down the Rams. We're going to limit Cup.
Hey, before you switch to the next slide, look at the advantage check marks on Joe.
I know, right? It's all Joe. And he has in, welcome to the 2019 season, A.J. Green. If he plays, that would be interesting. Because if he comes back and actually plays for Cincy and gets even close to A.J. Green numbers, Joe might be the dark horse in the running to win this all if he actually pays attention to the playoffs. So that'll be fun to watch.
Both Layton's dominating this year. Okay. We have the
and yet they can care less. They're out playing softball all the time.
I know. Maybe that's what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, we should be out there hitting that giant ball.
All right, and we've got the Lisi Stratus, another team who does need a win. If she can get one, that would be great. Unfortunately for her, even though the projectors show it otherwise, she's going against a mighty team, another one at 6-3, which is tied for the league best in terms of wins. The Braille Bombers coming off of yet another victory, if I'm not mistaken, last week. Yep. So this is going to be a tough one.
Yep, should be a good game. Let's see if George Kittle, after that little hyperextended knee that he got last week, plays. I mean, he played through it all last week, so hopefully he does. Ooh, Evan Ingram shows 0 for out. She'll have to check that because even though it says out, it's still projecting that he gets points, so she'll have to keep a close eye on that one. She's got Russell Danger Wilson going against San Francisco. That San Francisco D's been really tough, but Russell's pretty shifty. That should be a good matchup. And she's got Damian Williams back in her lineup against the Tennessee, which he should do well against. On the other side, you got Matthew Stafford at Chicago, so out of his dome, not exactly comfy on regular grass, going against the Chicago Bears, who are desperate for a win. That should be an interesting matchup. On the other hand, she also has Aaron Jones, who's just been a stud lately, going against Carolina. That should be a good matchup for her. and Devontae Adams back, who I don't know what he posted last week, but we'll see if he gets back into the good graces and starts scoring those number one wide receiver scores like he had before. Next game.
Next game, we've got yours. Oh my gosh, another grudge match. I have no idea where this is going to go. It certainly likes your team. You're at 4-5. He's at 5-4. If you win, you guys would be tied. There'd be no bragging rights. But man, this is going to be one that I will be watching because I love both these guys. But these are always fun and exciting crap talking games. We'll see.
Absolutely. Now, again, we're looking at a thing where he only has 7 players rostered, so he'll fix that before the day is out.
But still, 154 is.
Yeah, I know. It's monster, but man, ESPN is the worst at this. They project so much. I'd love to see somebody chart how wrong they are because they're wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett said 22 points last week.
Exactly. So I'm hoping that Patrick Mahomes comes back after the Kevin Kearse injury and gets me some points. The rest of them, I like Austin Eckler at Oakland. I'm looking forward to that. Tyler Lockett against San Francisco. Oh, that's not a fun matchup for me. And the rest of them, toss-up. I'm excited. Aaron Rodgers going against Carolina. That should be a good game. He should play well there. Derrick Henry against KC. That should be a good game. I'm liking the Tennessee-Kansas City game. And, Odell Beckham. Boy, the Browns. They're just being the browniest of all Browns after these incredible losses, going against Buffalo, who is definitely trying to show that they are for real. That should be a good game. And then he has two Seattle slots, DK Metcalf and the Seahawks going against the mighty 49ers. That should be great. And he's got the San Francisco kicker. So that Monday night game is going to flip a lot of these games, or could. That's going to be awesome. It's all going to come down to that. I think that's it. So, hey, we're done.
One thing I want to close with is I'm going to call it now. I'm going to call the same team had the pick of the draft and the worst pick of the draft from the same NFL team. I'm going to say McCaffrey was the pick of the draft. Right. And as of today, that same team moved Cam Newton to injured reserve.
Yes.
Which means he's probably out for the remainder of the season. And I think I picked him. He was my first quarterback. He was like the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks.
Yep.
What would he play? 2 games? Something? Nothing?
Something like that, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's always rough. And, with Cam being the running quarterback, especially in the last 4 or 5 years, I'd say, it's a crapshoot. Some years you get the good Cam, other years you get the bad Cam, some years you get the injured Cam. It is a true risk reward. And you also took another big risk reward with AB that hasn't panned out and I don't think is going to. But we'll see as we get closer. So you took 2 big swings, hit it out of the park with McCaffrey, and that has helped you probably win a few more games than you should have if you just got a normal running back or, whiffed on that one.
What about my AB pick?
That's what I said. I said AB. We already talked about AB. That, hey,
I'm holding on.
But if he would have played, that would have made you would have been up there with Greg and Kat with the scoring. He would have been.
They still say he's looking for a team, but.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing anybody picking him up before the end of the season for whatever reason. But yeah, it should be interesting. I can't wait. Again, 4 weeks to playoff, folks. So this is crunch time. This is times where you want to. And I don't know what the trade deadline is. We'll have to ask Jason to post the trade deadline. It comes up pretty quick, too. I want to say it's either like next week or the week after. It stops before playoffs, obviously. So we want to get that in there in case anybody does want to make a trade. We're still looking forward to the Monday night game at Terry's. I know Terry said Sunday, but we'll come back on that and talk about some issues because I don't think she has a red zone, and I don't think most people just want to watch one game. We'll have a chat about that, and we'll see what goes.
Yeah,
but looking forward to it, and good luck, everybody, this week. Set your lineups, please. Terry, set your lineup. And Dawn, set your lineup. Get people well in advance that you can move in the one that's for sure playing. But I know you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So I think we're good. Kev, any last thoughts before we sign off?
Nope.
All right. Well, hey, Kev, take us home.
Stay classy.
Wait, stop. I didn't do it the right way. For Kevin Heath, this is Matt Dickey signing off. Kev, take us home a second time.
Stay classy, Bone Storm.